Hello guys, hope you're doing fine and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to work on call center dashboard making, and this will be a end-to-end series, okay, and I will try to cover up everything, okay, from start to end in dashboard making. So this is a sample dashboard I have. Okay, it's basically a call center dashboard. So we'll try to replicate the same dashboard, okay, in Power BI. So I will show you the step how we'll do it. And before we jump into Power BI, I will show you the data sets what we have. So we have a data set in PDF format, and I will show you what all it contains. Okay, so this is in PDF format, which I basically receive from a client, or you might get it from any server or any database. Okay, and if you see, the data is divided into multiple page, so we need to work a lot on cleaning this data using Power Query. Okay, so we have multiple records here. Okay, and this is a one page, and I do have one more data set that is region wise. Okay, so now we will work with these two data sets. Okay, so whenever you get it data in PDF format, so we need to work a lot of on cleaning data. So let's jump to a Power BI and start doing the report. So I'm in Power BI, so I will import this PDF here. So if you click on get data, you will not see the PDF. Okay, PDF data source. So you click on more, and that will show you all the sources which are available in Power BI. Okay, so we have all the sources here. So in this we will take up the PDF format. I will just double click on this, and for the time being I will take call data only. So let's upload this. So whenever you try to upload any kind of data in data sets in Power Query, so it will take some time depending on a file size. So whenever you upload a PDF data set, so you will get two options here. One is table and one is page, and this both things are containing same data. Okay, so as of now we will only work with 1 2 3 4 data. Okay, because this all contain a similar kind of rows and column and data, and this 5 and 6 will have a different data, so we'll work on, we'll add this maybe later once we finish with this 4 table. So for selecting we'll just click it here, that is 1 2 and 4. If you see, this is all the same data, but it is divided into 4 different pages. Okay, so let's transform this. Okay, we need to click on transform data, not a load will take you to the Power BI, and transform data will take you to the Power Query, which will help you to clean the data. So let's go. So we are landed in Power Query. So this is how the Power Query look like. You can just cancel this. So we have all the 4 tables here, 1 2 3 4. So the next step will be we need to append this query. Append means all the 4 tables should come in one page, right? So for that we will use a append query. So this is all the editors we have. So if you see here, we have two queries, one is merge, one is append. Merge means I will show you the later, because that will just add a new column. Append means that is add a data below what you have. So when you click on append query, you will get two options. One is append query, one is append query as new. Append query means it will not create a new table. Okay, it will show you in, it will add in the same table 001. uh, New means it will create a new table altogether. So I suggest you to please just work on append query, not new, because if you create more and more table, that will eventually decrease efficiency. So we'll just use append query. We'll see what we'll get here. So this is append query. You have two options here. One is two tables, one is three or more. So we have like three tables here. So we'll click on this. Okay. So you just need to drag and drop here what you want. We want two table, number 3, number 4. Okay. So this is combined into one page. Then click on OK. Okay. So let's see if it's combine, or see, this is combine everything now. See guys, we have like 162. So the last date is 26/12/2022. So let's see in a fourth page what is the last 26/12. Okay, so this is combine everything in one page. And guys, if you see in the right hand side, it is create a new append query. Okay, so whenever you do any kind of changes, it will add steps here. So this was our previous step. Okay, this is a new step what we created, append merge. And before you go ahead, we'll just change this name. Okay, we'll make it as call data, just to understand. Hit enter. Okay, now if you see, there is no column, right? See, there is no column name. So we'll try to see what is the column name we have in our data dump. So this is our dump. You see we have a week ending, employee ID, name, inbound, outbound, average call handle, and total call handle. So we want a same header name. So this will be weekend, and this will be okay. So if you see guys, the employee ID and name, it's a different, both are different. But if you see in this table, they both are they both are merged. Okay, they are all together. So we need to separate emp ID and a name. So how you gonna do that? We will use a split column. You see this split column. Click here, and we have option. We have a lot of options here. So what will take digit to non-digit? It's meant number to text. Okay, it will divide number to text. So you just click here, see what we'll get. Okay, so if you see here, it is split that column from number to text. So this both are different now. So you can give name here as amp id. Okay, and see the data type, it is in text format. So we want in whole number, right? It's a number, so we'll change the data type to whole number. And if you keep eye on here, the steps, it is adding new step. If you see small change, it will add a steps here. Okay, this will be the name, data type will be text itself. Going to change this. And if you see what is inbound and outbound, okay, this is inbound call, inbound, outbound, and this is a average call handle. Yeah, it's an average call handle. Will the avg call handle. And the last step is call handle. Yeah, this will change to call handle. So before you can just check all the data set. This is text, this is into whole number, this is a time, this is a date. Okay, because data type is very important whenever you work with any data. So the call data is ready, and we will add the other two dump also. So for that we'll click on recent source. Okay, and yeah, this is the same source. Okay, so we will if you remember, we have like we had like 6 table, right? So we took 4, and 2 we will take it now. First is the manager, second one is okay. So we'll add both this. Click on OK. So that will add here. Okay, so this is manager data. So we'll clean this data like same what we did. So the first step will be splitting the column. Click here, digit to non-digit, amp ID, name, and this is our new column, that is manager. So these are the reporting manager. Then again change data type, and we'll name this as a manager data. Okay, so we have two data set here, one is call data and one is manager data, and this is our process data. Again the same step. So we need to make sure all the column name should be matching with other table. Okay, so that will help to get a relationship in better way. This will be the, I think this is name and this process here. Again we'll change his name as so in this process data we need to add few more columns from our other data set, which is like from region. So I will show you how we'll do that. So go here, this will be the region. If you see here, there's a region. This is a different, okay, this is called, this is a region. This sometime we get it from multiple sources. So we need to combine everything in one data set. So let's see what we get in the region. Again, we have a table as well as page. So we'll use table. Okay. So what is the requirement here is we need to add this column and this column. We need to add it here. Column A, B, C, and D, F. Okay. So for that, first of all, we need to do the formatting. Okay, the same thing what we do earlier. Amp ID, whole number, name. Sorry, this is not name. This is process. This is our new column, that is region. Which region having which process, and this is some kind of rating which we will get it from the customers. It's kind of overall rating which is received by this employee ID. The data type will be decimal number because there is a decimal number, right? So this is done. Then we'll go to process data, and earlier we used append query, right? The same way we will use a merge query. The merge means it will add a new column here. It will take data from here and it will add it in the process data. So let's see. Again, we have two options. So as before, we'll use a same data. We'll use a merge query, not a new. So the trick here is we need to have a similar data type, right? So we'll click it here and we'll see which it is, and select the page. This will be the table 1 this is a table 1. So guys, you can give a name to this, okay, just to identify. So you'll click on here. So you got a data. So the trick is in both the table we need to find what is a matching keys, like what is the primary keys. So I think the amp ID here and the amp ID here are the missing column which we have. So if you take some other, right, it will not take. See, it will not give you OK option. It need to be same data type and same primary keys and everything. So guys, we have this table here, the new table. So what we want region and we want rating, right? You can also use a aggregate if this is in number format, and you can use some functions like sum and other functions here. But as this is in text format, so we will not use aggregate. Click on OK. So that will expand and you will get a 2 new column here. So guys, this is so simple. So it took data from here and it is added here. You can cross check the data type. This is a text, this is number. Okay. So from here, region rating, it is taking in a process. Instead of creating new data set like rating or region, we added that in a process data. So I hope you guys understood how to clean the data. Okay, this is a few steps I use, but there are a lot of other steps also we have, which I will show you in upcoming, like some kind of advanced dashboard. Okay, so you can just check this out and you can try it by yourself. What are the options we have here? So we got this data. One is process data, one is call data, okay, and the other thing is our manager data. So we will add this data to our Power BI. So if you see option, close and apply. So it is adding here. It will take some time. Okay, so data has been added. So we will see all the rows, like 162 rows, 50 rows. Okay, so everything is added now. On the right hand side you can see all this data we have. Okay, and if you see guys, this we also have this table which is interlinked with our real data. So if you don't want to see this, you can just hide it, okay, because it will might create some confusion. You can just hide it, okay. So that will hide the table from the field. It will not delete, but it will just hide, okay. So all the 4 pages are hidden here, and if we go to data view, you will also see uh, what all we have. Process, manager data, call data. And before you start building a dashboard, you can just see if the data is correct or not, okay, data types and everything. Manager, okay, process, yep. And we'll just see the relationship also in the model. Let's see how the model is created. Okay, so we can do one thing here. We will delete this, okay, because it is not required. Right click, delete. Yes, because we already interlinked that in different table, so we don't need this, but we need this in background so that the data is connected. Even we don't want this, remove this also. Yes, okay. So let me put it aside. Okay, let's see what data we have, what relationship we have added here. uh, if you see this, there is no active relationship here, and here we have active relationship. It's many to one, it's a 1 to 1, okay. You can see there's an inactive relationship, which is fine as of now, because we already have a connection in all the 3 tables which is required. Okay, so we are good with our data model and the data sets. So the next step is we need to work with our visuals. So if you see the layout, the sample report is using the kind of a dark theme, so we'll try to use the same background also. So for the background change, we will click on canvas background. We'll select the color what we want. I think we will take it like dark gray. I think it is much more darker than this. Yeah, so this is a color which we will use for background. Okay, so the next step will be adding the text, the dashboard name. So this will be our the most important part, which wherein we'll spend maximum time in creating the visuals. So we'll give a name like call center dash board. You can give any name as per your requirement. We'll make it bold. Size will be like 28 is fine. Okay, then color will be, we should keep a same color everywhere. So for that we first need to select this. We will use this color. Okay, let me align this. Okay, and here we will remove our background. We don't need any background like whitish background, right? We don't want that. Effect, remove background, that's it. Can we make it little bit left? Okay, so we'll create some visuals for that. We'll use a visual border. Okay, and the color will be, let's keep it as white, and we'll add a shadow also, and the shadow will keep it as the same color, which is a text color, the blue, and that should come inside, and positioning will be center. Okay, so this is our dashboard title. So you can play around with the colors. You can try adding multiple colors and all. Let me drag it a bit down. All right. Okay, so the next step will be adding the date, which is like very important thing in every report. For date we will use a slicer. We will get it from our call data. So it is added. Then again we need to work on the formatting part, which will consume your maximum time. Okay, this is showing as, this is a formatting part. So I think we don't need a slider header. We don't need a slider also. We'll change the color to white. So we just need to make sure we need to use a similar color. Okay, so that report look good. Just with the background, and in general again we'll change the background. So if you don't want a background, you can just remove this. If you want, you can keep it. Let me just keep the background. We'll keep the background, but we'll change the color to blue. Okay, so this is a date format. And the next step will be adding the filters, which is again the important part in the report. Again we'll use the slicer. For slicer we will take the first of all we'll take a process wise. The filter is, we'll keep it for process. Okay, so they can process, they can check the data as per the process. And we'll put a search here, and if you see it's showing as a list, so if you want to drop down, so drop down always look better than list. That's my point. Okay, again we'll change everything. We'll keep it as blue, which is our standard color. Section will be on, slicer heading we'll make it as white. Okay, values will be the white, and the background color we will make it as the blue color, which is a standard color. Border again we'll take it as blue. Okay, then we'll go to general effects, we'll take it as blue. Okay, then again visual borders, we'll take it as white, the visual border, make it like 2. The shadow again, this is optional. Okay, this will just enhance the report, that's it. But this will, sometime it will take a lot of time. Whenever you want, like, you will be confused with what color we need to take, or so it's a bit time consuming. Okay, alright, so we'll just do one thing, we'll copy paste this. Okay, and so the first filter was a process, and the second filter will take it as name. Okay, so you can filter by a name, the employee name, or the process wise. So these two things are ready. So let's just decrease the size because I think it's taking a lot of time. Let's keep it here. Let me make this small. And keep this on top, and I will just make this also small. Drag it on top again, and make sure you will not waste any the space. And I will try to use as much as visuals I can, so that it will help you to understand how that visual actually work. Okay, so the next step is we need to add a manager name, and for that I will use a chiclet. This you will not find in your visuals. Okay, we need to take it from a marketplace. So you can, if you just click here get more visuals, you just need to click this name. Okay, if you click this name there, it will add. Okay, but make sure you need to have a the most updated Power BI, and it's better if you have your login. Okay, I'll show you how you'll use this chiclet. So this is a very good tool, guys. I've been working this tool a lot of time in my work related assignment. It's kind of a filter, it's kind of a selection. So I will show what we'll take it here. We'll take as a thing manager wise. So this is how it will look like, and so again we need to work on the formatting part. Okay, in general you can use like 5 column. Okay. Header will be, keep it as white. Okay. So guys, this is depends on you, okay, because I know this will take a lot of time. Okay. Bottom outline color blue. Okay, then this chiclet, the background color will take it as blue. Okay, let's not take the background color. Okay, even we don't want a header, I will not take a header. Okay, then we'll come to chiclet, we don't want a background. Okay, then this is main thing, selection color. So whenever you select, it will show as a maybe like yellow. How will be again, we'll take it as blue only. And when it is not selected, it will show as a blue itself. Disabled color white. Okay, outline color black is fine. Okay, the text, we need to change the text color also here. We'll make it as white. Padding maybe we could take a 2. Yeah, and in effects we'll remove the background. Okay, so guys, if say we don't have a like specification like what exactly it is, okay, who uses the recruiter name or employee name or the manager name, so we need to generalize that. So for that we will use a header. The title will be fine, so we'll keep it as manager. Okay, make it as white as usual. Sorry. Okay, so if you want, you can make it as bold also. It's up to you how you will take it. You don't want a background, remove text wrapping. Okay, yeah. So chiclet is ready. So when you click, it will show blue. I mean, sorry, yellow. You can select multiple also here. You can play around with the colors, whatever color you want. Okay. So the next we will take it as the productivity. Okay, before you work on productivity, we need to create a few buttons. Okay, I mean the card. So I hope you guys know how to use a card. So let's take a card. Card is basically it will calculate all the integers, and it will show you in one card only. So first we'll create one, and we'll just copy paste that and that will be a same format, so we will save a time on that. So the very first thing we will use a head count. Okay, so for the head count we will use a employee ID. So there are total 162 employee. Okay, so we need to work on our visuals. You can change the name here as head count. So the title has been changed. Call out value, make it as white. We'll just make this like 40, bold. Let me see this once again. Okay, 162. We'll decrease the size to 35. Okay, then the callout value, again we need to make it white, but we'll first make the formatting. So we can change this also, like 10 maybe, make it bold. We'll need to increase the size of this. Okay, so head count. So first of all, let us change the background color to blue. Okay, then we will change the text color to white. Again, this will take a lot of time, but so you can just click on effects, add a visual border. We'll take it as white, and it's 2 points. Again, shadow, inside blue color. So guys, we don't need a shadow here, because it's so once we add a shadow, we can just remove the background. Okay, so this is how it will look. So let's place this somewhere here. Okay, and the same way we need add one more thing, that is total call. This is inbound call will add. The same way we'll create for outbound call also. Okay. So guys, the thing is, what the requirement here is, we need to also show the total call, okay, including outbound and inbound call. So if you see here, we don't have any total call as such. So for that, we need to create a one more column which will show us the total call. And for that, we need to go in the data type. Okay, so here we will use a DAX. Okay, it's a simple DAX. We're gonna use this. Okay. So for that we will take a new column. So we'll give a name for that. That will be a total call. Okay, so tags what we'll use is here inbound plus outbound. So we'll take a inbound, we'll add a plus. It's very simple tags what you're using here. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so we got a total call now, 38 plus 5 43. Okay, so I will add a total call here. So guys, if you see here, you will get a one new column, that is a total call. So that's all we require. Let's copy, paste. So here we'll add a total call. So this is all we got, and I think we need to decrease the size of the callout value, because let me make it like 30. I think 30 will be the fine. Yeah, this is already 30. Let's make it like 27. 28 is fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 28 is fine. Let me just decrease the size of this. Maybe we'll take it as, yeah, this is fine. So for that I will see what is the actual number. Okay, so the height is 92, width is 149, 92 149. So like this we need to check the actual width. That's 149. Let me make it as 149. 92 149. Yeah, 149, and this is again 149. Let me align this. Okay, so the next step, I need to align this in a proper way. For that I will just select control and select everything, go to format, alignment, distribute horizontally. So this will distribute equally, the space will be equally distributed. Okay, so the next step, what I need to work on the productivity, and I think I need to add one more column here which is a productivity percentage, because if you see the data, right, the call handle is in number format, so I don't want in this in a percentage. So I will show you how to add that new column. uh, Let me just click here and create a new column, and we'll give it here productivity. Productivity. For that we'll use a call handle divided by total call, and for percentage we'll take as multiply by 1. Hit enter. So that will show you the percentage of your productivity. Okay, so here you go, we got a percentage here, but if you see the format, it is in showing in journal format. So what we'll do, you need to click it here, click on percentage, so that will change your data type to percentage. Okay, so if you want, you can change the decimal point to 1. Yeah, let's keep it as 1, the decimal point. Okay, so it is showing only 1. Okay, so why we need is, we need to remove the productivity of each employee or the team wise. So for that we are going to use the gauge. Okay, so let's keep it somewhere here. Yeah, this is fine, and for that we will use the productivity. So if you see, it is showing as a lot of the numbers is very big, because it is summing the total percentage, so we need to keep it as average. Yes, so now you're getting accurate number. We'll change the name, we'll just keep it as productivity. And then we'll change our we'll just try to format this. Gauge color will be the blue, and this is fine. I think we don't need to change anything. The data label will be the white. Okay, let's make it as bold. Then again the target label will also be the white. Let's keep everything white. It's a standard font color we have. Okay, keep it as bold. Then again the callout value will be again white. Okay, again we'll go to general, remove the background. So this is how it will look. Okay, and the title will be, again we'll make it as white. So this is how it will look. Again we'll change the effects here. Visual border, we'll make it as white, and make it as 3, and we'll add a shade also, the same thing, the blue. Inside, make it as center. So this is how it will look. If you change any of the, suppose any of the recruiter, any of the employee like Kamlesh, so it will show you the Kamlesh productivity. So 87.1. So let's select all, and this is our overall the team productivity. So the next thing what we need to check is how many inbound call or how many outbound call, the difference. So to see that, we'll use a pie chart. Okay, this is for a checking how many there were inbound calls and how many there were outbound calls. Okay, let me just increase this size up to here. So first we'll take inbound, the second we'll take outbound. Okay, so this is a visuals we have. So now we need to work on formatting. First thing, the title. So let me work on this formatting part. For the legend, if you want a legend, you can keep or you can close it. So it's better we keep the legend just to check, and we'll keep it in top so that the pie chart look much bigger. The text will change it to white again. Okay, before that we'll just remove our background effects. Remove background. Let's make this title as white color. We'll make it bold. Let me just remove the title, which is not required, I guess, and I will change the color of the slicer. Inbound, it should be a, let it be a blue. For outbound, I will give as something like greenish color. Maybe this is fine. Yep. And I think we are not able to see the detail label. So the left label, I will change the color to white. Let me make it this as bold. So now you can clearly see how many there are outbound. It's kind of a percentage wise, you can see the data. So I will add a border here. Let's use a white in color, and we'll make it as 4 pixel. Maybe 3 is fine. We'll add a shadow. So repeatedly we're using the same color for all the visuals. We'll use a blue, and it will be inside and center. Okay, yeah, we'll just close this. Header icon is not required. Yeah, so this is all. So the next visual what I want to see is month by month, how many calls we're doing. Okay, so we have like 3 months, so I need to check which month have a more call, which month have a less call. So for that maybe I will use area chart. Okay, so let's try using this. Okay, let me just place it in proper format. Yeah, so for that I need a weekend, which is basically a date. Okay, and the total call. So let's see what output we are getting here. So by default it is showing as quarter because we only have one quarter, so that's why it's showing like this. So we can just hover around here, you need to drill it down to the month. Okay, so see here you will see the month wise call. October we had a less call, November it went high, and December. The more and more data you will add, this graph will look much better because the data will be more. So next step is we'll work on the formatting. So we'll start from x-axis. We'll change the color to white, and if you want you can just make it as bold. and the values, the title. If you want title, you can keep it, or you can remove it. So it's better we keep it so that everyone know what data exactly it is. So again, we just make it white. Come down to x-axis, apply the same formatting. For the values, it will be white and bold, and for the title, it will be again the white. Okay, let me just remove the background here. Yeah, so if you need a title, you can keep it, you can always remove it. So it's better to keep it. Let's make it as white in color. Alright, and let's see what all the formatting options we have here. So we are done with the x-axis and y-axis. We don't have a second axis. Then a grid line, so we'll just remove the grid line, I mean this dotted line, we can remove that. Okay, and anything else, the color. Okay, I think the blue is a I think blue is the best color. It's match with our visuals. The lines is blue. The marker, you can, if you want data label, you can add the data label. Series label, so I think not required. I think data labels are not required. Okay, then again we'll add the background, visual border white. Just need to make sure all the visuals have a same formatting. 3 is fine. Then shadow, it will be a blue in color. Let's make it blue, and this will be inside and center. That's it. So the next graphics what we will use here is a table wherein I need to check the process related data. Okay, so let's take a matrix table. Okay, let me just adjust this. So the first thing what we'll add is our employee ID. So the first thing here is we'll add employee table from our call data. Okay, and I will have a name again from call data. I will put it in our maybe column. Sorry, we'll put a in values. So the next thing what we're gonna add here is the table wherein we need to check the process related data, like which process is doing how much and what are the calls and everything. So let's add one matrix here. So let me just resize it. So first of all, I'll just copy the format. Okay, I will keep the same format. You need to click here, format. You can paste it here. Okay, so in that case the format will remain the same. So I will add a employee ID in a row, and I will add a name in values. Then I will take a process, then I will take a region, Then finally I will take a rating. Okay guys, so this is our table. So now we need to work on the editing part. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so first of all we can just change the style present. We'll just take a none. We don't want any lines or whatever it is. Okay, let's keep it plain and simple. The grid line is off. The values, let me take it as white. Okay, the alternate text again will be the white. So just there's no text wrap required. Okay, so we don't need a head subtotal or anything like that, so we can just close it. We also don't need a grand total. So column header, maybe we can take it as blue, which is our standard color. And the row header also will be the blue. So if you want, you can just make it bold, and you can increase the size. Same thing for the let's make it as 10. So I think 10 is fine. Yeah, so I will do the same thing for our header. Yeah, 10 is fine. Let me make it bold. Okay guys, and for the values, maybe I will change the font size. Well, let's make it as bold. Yeah, now it's coming very clear. Let's drag it down until here. And if you see the names of the header, it's showing first name, first process, first region. So I need to correct that name. So you can make it here. Keep it as only name. And the process will be only the process, not a first process. Same thing for region. Or else you want, if you want to give any other name, you can change the name as per the requirement. So this is the region. So that the rating is fine. Just see if the rating is taking any kind of calculation or what is it. See, it's taking sum means it's taking everything, so we'll just take an average of that. I think the average is fine. Yeah, again just go ahead and change the name. So here for the rating, I will do one thing. I will just add some conditional formatting. Okay, so let's see how it's gonna work. So you can go here. Maybe you can I will try using the icons. Let's see what is that in icon. So you need to mention here the highest value and the lowest value. So these are the icons what we got here, and you can just take what are the style you want. Okay, so I think the first one is fine. I will take this the default one, and you can just play around with the numbers here. Okay, so for now I will just click it OK, and let's see what we're gonna get here. You have to change the numbers here. Okay, so let's see. So I see this. So I have not set any kind of condition formatting. I just kept it like a highest to lowest value. It is a default, so it is taken automatically. So you can just see the 4.8 is green, or 3.6 is orange, 2.9 is red. So you just took a default value, so you can add your numbers there. Okay, so which is highest and which is lowest, so you can use your own logic there. Okay, so after this I am going to work with table formatting. You can just go to general, effects, widget border is on. Okay guys, so if you see, initially I had made a format from this to this, so it's automatically taken here, so no need to change it again. So the next chart which we need to show you here is highest call made by the team. Okay, for that I will use a stack bar chart. So let's take it this. So the first thing first, we'll just change the format. Okay, just go here. You need to click on any of this graph, click on format painting, and just right click on this. So the format will take automatically whatever it is, so no need to go and change the format again and again. So we'll add our data now. So here we are looking the manager wise calls, like which team had done the maximum call. Okay, for that I will use a manager. And I will take a total calls. Okay, so this is what we got here. And if you want to see anything like tooltip, or so if you see here, I have not done any kind of format. I just took this format and pasted it here, and it took automatically. So the first thing first, let me just edit the format here. I will add a format. So earlier we took different graph, and now we took this graph, which is a line and stack column, because we need to show two different data here. Okay, so first of all I will take a employee name. Okay, so this will be the employee name, and then I need to show what is their productivity. Okay, just add a productivity in a column value, and make sure this should be average, not a sum. Okay, so I'll take a average. And once you take an average, you will find one more it's called line value. Okay, we want a line here based on their total calls, so I will take a total call here. Okay, this will be again the average, not a sum. So basically what it will show the production. Okay, how much he's doing productivity, and what is the total calls he did. Okay, so it will show the two different thing and the line wise. Okay, so let me make some changes here. First of all, the title, we need to close the title, to go here. We'll just change the title to something like calls versus productivity, something like that. Okay, just go here, remove this everything, to let me remove all, total call versus productivity. Okay, let me make it as bold. I think we need to decrease the size of this. Let's make it like 10, and we will change the x-axis and y-axis color also. X-axis will be the white in color. Let me see the title. So we'll just change the color of the legend. You'll see the legend somewhere here. Yes. So let's make it as white in color, not a black. Again, come down here. So guys, if you want, you can change the color of the line, but I think the blue look good. Maybe you can change it to some other color also. So that's totally up to you. So if you take a productivity, you can change it like green or something like that. Okay. So you can make a changes here. Let me take a something like a dark green or maybe pink. Yeah, I think the green will look good. Let me make a bit uh, lighter, darker, because the background color is already in light in color. So yeah. So this is productivity versus total call. So this is it. So guys, this is it. I think I'm done with my dashboard. So if anything is missed out, you can just comment me in the comment box, and I will also share you the data set. Okay. I have like two data set I will share you. So if you like this video, you can just comment, you can subscribe, and if anything, any question is there, you can always comment me, and in the next video I will show you how to deploy the report into the Power BI service, as well as how to add a row level security. So stay tuned, and thank you very much. Bye bye.